Hi, this is Irma again. Welcome back to my site. So I'm so excited to share with us today. What we're going to talk about is what's on that bottle, okay? A lot of us go out to buy products, hair care products. And we also, for most of us, we like to use the most popular thing, the thing that's going to promise, the product that's going to promise us the miracle treatment. I'm going to say it like that. Most of the time, when you're selecting a product for your hair, first I want you to begin before you purchase anything. Decide what your hair needs. For instance, if your hair is feeling dry, or it's not shiny enough, or it's breaking, and you go into a beauty supply store, and you think that the beauty supply salesperson is going to offer you, and sometimes they do, but a lot of times you really have to be informed about what you're purchasing. I've had a lot of clients come to me and say, oh, I tried this particular product, and that's great that you try those products, but after about 3 or 4 months, sometimes you need to change the product, but other times the product you purchased hasn't delivered what it said it would deliver. So the one thing I want you to become aware of, it's great that you're using the most popular, because I know your deepest concern is to use the very best for your hair. And to be aware of what you're purchasing will make a difference. For instance, if you're using a product and you're looking for moisture in your hair, and the product has gotten all these different oils and all of that thing, those things inside of it, that's great. But if the moisture is what you're looking for, then the oils will not solve that problem. It's just like when you put oil on your face. You wouldn't do that if you had a moisture problem. You would get a moisturizer, right? So selecting the right moisturizers that promise that to deliver for your hair the moisture that you want, the balance that you want in our hair. Our hair, African American hair, sometimes does not achieve the moisture that it naturally can. It takes a little longer with our hair because of our hair texture. So you do have your natural oils that travel down your hair shaft, but it takes a lot longer. And most of the time, by the time it gets there, it's time for us to shampoo. So when you're selecting a moisturizing conditioner, you want to make sure that the feel of your hair afterwards, it feels soft. You can feel the moisture inside of your hair. And when you blow dry it or style it or braid it or whatever you do afterwards, you should be able to feel that product delivering something to your hair that it promised it would do. For instance, if it says moisture and it's a good product, you'll probably feel that the first shampoo. Now, if it's taking 4 or 5 different conditioning treatments and your hair is still feeling the same, I hate to tell you this, but it's time for you to get a new product. I don't care if it's the best product on the market, on TV, on the radio. If it's not delivering what you need, please, please go to a professional, get your questions answered about what product might work for your hair texture. And again, hair texture has everything to do with it, because if your hair is fine, um, and you have a lot of fine hair, you might not want to get a heavier moisturizer as someone with thick hair and very coarse hair. So texture matters. And if you have a professional stylist, you might want to go in and get a consultation with her so you can find out what would be the best recommended product. And again, I will say with the professionals, they know way more than the salesperson at these beauty supplies. Some of them are informed, some of them may be stylists, and if that is the case of who you're dealing with, then fine, that you're doing pretty well. But if it's not, you really want to go to a beauty supply, and before you go to a beauty supply, you want to go to your professional and ask them to recommend something to use on your hair. Because the ultimate key to your conditioning process is to have an effective product that's going to move forward with your hair, to giving your hair the replenishment and the moisture that you're looking for, whether it be moisture or protein for breakage. If your hair is breaking, you want something that's going to, usually if you're running to the store, you probably need it right now. So you want to get a product that's going to be effective. That's the ultimate thing. Effective products will make a big difference in how your hair looks, and how it feels, and it will solve your problem quicker. So rather than getting a lot of products that are popular Concentrate on getting products that are effective for your hair need. That is very, very important. And for a lot of you, you may not like the dryer. We're going to talk about that with your deep conditioning services and the types of the types of deep conditioning services you can get. So I'll be back, and thank you for tuning in for this segment. When you come back, we're going to talk about different ways and techniques that you can use to get your deep conditioning service without sitting under the dryer or with sitting under the dryer. So I'm going to kind of talk to all of you so that you're all informed about this. All right? I'll see you later.